has been a hot minute since we appeared on the UFC Reddit page. You know me, I love a little UFC Reddit. And it is UFC Seattle fight week. Actually, it's not fight week. The fight's done. Adesanya lost by knockout. Like I told you he would, by the way. I backed it and I made some moolah. So you should listen to me. And I'm going to buy myself a new chair with the money. No, I'm not. That's a lie. So it's just a lie. Anyway, we're going to jump into the UFC Reddit. We're going to probably laugh at Adesanya getting sparked out. What was going on in that fight, by the way? He was piecing him up. Adesanya was working. He was doing great with the leg kicks. He was landing his punches. He was doing everything you expect Adesanya to do in a fight, and it was really good to watch. And then I don't know if there was a punch that just shook him or rocked him, but it was like he just crumbled in about 5 seconds, and then he decided to play Pyfer at his game and become a brawler. And he says after the fight, I wanted to feel like I was in a fight. Brother, you're on a 5-fight losing streak, or 4, I don't even care. You're on a fat losing streak. And then he says at the end that he's not going to retire. Brother, you're just the next Anderson Silva. I'm ranting. Anyway, we're going to jump into the UFC Reddit, have a quick look, see what's going on in the world of UFC Redditing. And yeah, brilliant. Arman Shrukian throws Giorgio Pulas and wins the rematch. Now, I actually have a lot to say about this Giorgio Pulas guy. Why are you starting on a guy who could literally do you in, mate? Just, what are you doing? I was happy to see this. Arman Shrukian literally dominated him. Is there no audio with this? Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's loud. He just ragdolled him. Sports fans who watch lines of dudes repeatedly run into each other after seeing the Maycee Barber KO. I have no idea what you're talking about, but that knockout was genuinely frightening. I looked at that and I was like, she could be cooked. She could be gone. She was gone. And the choke was so tight, yet so unnecessary. Not blaming Grasso, by the way. She done what she had to do to win the fight. But wow, the way she took that back like that is nuts. What a knockout. And you very rarely see a girl go that out cold in women's MMA. So yeah, a fit and healthy Grasso could be a real problem. UFC versus Women's National Basketball Association minimum wage. WNBA minimum 300 grand. UFC minimum 12 grand. Yeah, that's like comparing apples to oranges. It's like comparing arseholes to willies. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. This is so irrelevant, right? Because you're taking a sport that's I think women's NBA is probably watched a lot more regularly than UFC. Bearing in mind the guys that you're saying this like Islam, Ilya, and Chimaev are on 12 grand. They're not. We're talking about the guys that nobody knows. I can't remember this chick's name, but I know a lot of people know her, and I know she's very, very good. Forget her name though. So I don't believe that's the minimum. I don't believe the reserve player for the New York Knicks, if that's even a women's basketball team, is getting 300 grand. It might be a year. That's not going to be a week. I don't even know. I just don't see this is a valid comparison. I think it's ridiculous. So silly. I mean, what are we doing, chat? What are we doing? She was pan-fried and seared though. Like, that was, wow. That was frightening. A literal disgrace to the sport. Absolute dirtbag, cheating piece of. Do you know what? Yeah, he was. Oh, dude, I'm more salty than most because I was financially invested in Bahamondes to get it done by knockout. He was about to get the finish, and then this guy grabs the damn cage, avoids getting taken down where he would have been finished, and headbutts Bahamondes, splits him open, changed the course of the fight. Refereeing is a joke. Israel Adesanya is not interested in attending the UFC White House I was only interested because at the time the world was different. Now the way things are, I won't even watch it there. Do you know what? People are losing interest in this card. I saw a comparison that the announcement of Chimaev versus Strickland on 1.5 million likes on, what you call it, Instagram, while the UFC White House card only done 720,000. People are just not that interested in it. And the problem with it is that I've been through this before, but you hyped up a card that was not... Yeah, you hyped it up more than you should have. Nico's still waiting for his retirement package. They didn't give him nothing. They weren't interested in him. They gave Maycee boy, Michael Chiesa, the whole rocking rundown. Nico probably didn't even get a microphone. Damn. Poor guy. Mason Jones, who received a 100k Fight of the Night bonus at UFC London last weekend, used the money to put a payment down on the house. Put a house offer in. If you'd like to sponsor me to pay for the rest of the house after I exchange $100,000 into pounds and I get behind the team, let me know. Fair play. Fair play. I hope he goes on to do even better things, because I love Mason Jones, and that fight against Axel Sola just boosted my love even more. This guy is going to be good in that division, but he does need to stop getting into these brawls, because he's been in a fair few now, and battle damage, it comes quick, man. It's a real thing. We're a couple of fights away from seeing Adesanya getting knocked the F out by Jake Paul. I don't actually hate it. I don't actually hate that. I don't hate that as a take. The chin is not the issue. This is a weight cut and conditioning issue. Yeah, do you know what? When he was in that grappling exchange, I didn't know what he was doing. I thought he was going to bed. I was like, well, what's he doing? He was doing this. What are we doing? The weight cut's too much for him now. At the ripe old age of 36. He looked dead in the weight cuts, man. He looked so bad on them scales. But maybe that's what it was. Maybe come the third round, he was tired and just decided to leave it all out there. I mean, what the... I mean, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I kind of understand it. It was so weird watching Izzy in this grappling exchange, man. I couldn't work out if he was playing or if he was just genuinely knackered. Ilia Topuria, I don't like to show off. Jake Paul, then why do you wear... I don't want to read that anyway. Ilia Topuria, I don't like to show off. Jake Paul, then why do you wear a Richard Mille? Ilia, you'll find out soon. Ilia Topuria signed a deal with Richard Mille weeks after this conversation. Cold. You can't beat Topuria. Like, he's too smart. He's always one step ahead. Whether it be in verbal exchange or physical exchange, he's one step ahead. If I had to pick one UFC fight I'd like to meet, it would be Ilia Topuria. I'd love to do a video with this guy. I think he's just great. I like Ilia Topuria a lot. Sharma hard sparring with Sean to defeat Chimaev. Let's have a look at this, shall we?
The entire time. Like, it's light. We're just gonna spar light.
Pereira's hands are a joke, man. Chimaev has not managed to hit him.
Got me to drop my hand. And at that moment, I just said, nah, dude, like,
wow.
we're done.
Am I the only one who thinks that Alex Pereira is not the training partner for a Chimaev matchup? If I'm honest. Chimaev, you need to be traded with wrestlers that have got a similar frame to him, man, because Chimaev is no joke. I don't know if I can see a world where Strickland can just stand with Chimaev and avoid the takedown. Like, I know he's got great takedown defense, but Chimaev's another level of mad. Like, he's very, very good at getting the takedown, and he's just immensely strong. I don't hate that he's sparring with heavier guys, much heavier guys. I mean, Alex Pereira is looking chunky here. Mate, he lay off the cheesecake. Damn. But I think he needs to be training with grapplers. Grapplers who also have decent striking. I know that's kind of hard to come by. Right, we're going to go back to the top and filter by new and see what comes up. He did nothing wrong. Bahamondes had an unfair reach advantage. Little cheating is okay. I mean, fair. Fair. Can we see this fight next? Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. No one wants to see them fight for a third time. What are we talking about? No, 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 no. Who should Adesanya face next? Like, he's gonna have a little bit of a layoff, right? I mean, I don't hate a Gregory Rodriguez matchup now. I don't hate that. Where are the UFC rankings? Gregory Rodriguez is just, I mean, I think Gregory Rodriguez batters him. I really like Gregory Rodriguez because he's absolutely a fight Adesanya can win. But for the love of God, do it 3 rounds. Adesanya is so not there for 5 rounds anymore. Make it. Do you know what? I really like that fight for him because Robert Whittaker's moving up. I think Reina de Ridder beats the brakes off Adesanya. Adesanya's going to drop down to rank maybe 5 or 6. I don't hate the Brendan Allen matchup, if I'm honest, but he's fighting Ed Shahzaban. Anthony Hernandez, again, I don't hate this fight either. CLD is also there. There's some interesting matchups still remaining for him, but I don't believe he wins a single one of them. I mean, the only guy in the top... I mean, he probably beats a Jared Cannonier, and he will most likely beat a Roman Dolidze. Like, that's the long and short of it. Paulo Costa's moving up, so that's irrelevant. I don't think he beats a CLD. I don't think he beats a Gregory Rodriguez. I think if I had to pick, Brendan Allen's booked. I think the Fluffy fight would be a very interesting fight. I do like the Fluffy fight for him. I also like the Gregory Rodriguez fight. I really like the fight. Or MVP. But, look, if you think MVP versus Sam Patterson's a boring fight, if they made that fight, it would be so much worse. I promise you, that is not a striking masterclass fight. That is a fight that is going to be even worse. 2 almost counter punchers, 2 guys that are incredibly patient and work their opponent. That fight would be worse than Izzy versus Romero. Fact. But if I had to pick, I think from an entertainment standpoint, I'd go with a Gregory Rodriguez fight. I think that's a good fight. I think I'd be in 2 stand-up striker guys. Heavy hitting Gregory Rodriguez versus the technical side of Adesanya. I do like the Anthony Hernandez fight. I don't think he should fight Reina de Ridder. I think that's a bad move. And to fight Anthony Hernandez, that's a good fight. Or like I say, Gregory Rodriguez. Well, that will do it. Just thought I'd get a little short video out today after the Israel Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer match. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Please do leave a like. We got some great things coming in the future. We just need to get to a certain point. And once we're there, we're going to go hard. So make sure you subscribe and be a part of the train. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm terrible at outros. Yeah.